everyone. This is how to cook scrapple. How many people like breakfast? It's one of the best meals of the day. You wake up and you get food. So this morning we are going to be demonstrating how to make scrapple. First, you'll need to choose your scrapple. I usually go for a local brand. This is Kirby Holloway. Hughes is also a good brand. You want to choose one that has a lot of fat and a lot of grease in the package. That way when it cooks, it kind of fries the scrapple as it cooks. Next, you'll choose a pan. I like to use a non-stick pan. That way when it cooks, it can easily slide around and you don't have to scrape it off the pan. Alright, and of course you'll need a stove. So you just want to put your pan on the stove. You don't really need any grease or anything. You can use baking grease if you get some scrapple that does not have a lot of fat in the package. You might want to pour a little bit of baking grease in there. That way it will it'll lubricate it and it'll fry it really good. And after that, you want to slice your scrapple. So I have some sliced pieces here. These are about a 1/4 of an inch. You can make them a 1/2 inch if you like. It depends on how you like it. If you like it really thin and crispy, then slice it thin. If you like it crispy on the outside and mushy on the inside, then slice it a little bit thicker. And you just want to take your scrapple and put it in the pan. I heat the pan up first. I like to hear it sizzle when it hits the pan. And you don't want the scrapple to touch. I've got this on medium to high heat. You don't want it to burn either. The most important thing when cooking scrapple is once you put it in the pan, leave it alone. Don't mess with it. Don't take your spatula and try to push it around or anything like that until it's crispy on one side. If you do that, it can turn into mush, and nobody likes a mushy hash-like scrapple. I'm sure there's a recipe somewhere for something like that because it does taste like bacon, which is delicious. On a side note, you can also use beef scrapple if you don't like pork. If it's unhealthy or you just don't like it for some reason, you can always use a beef scrapple. A lot of people stray away from scrapple because of the ingredients. I've never had a piece of scrapple that had odd parts in it. It's usually ground up pretty good and it tastes delicious. So it's very good. It's an acquired taste, I'd say. So we're just going to let it sit in the pan. Again, don't mess with it until it's crunchy. You want one side of it to be crispy, and then you can go ahead and flip it. We're going to take a short break, and I'll come back when the scrapple is crispy. Alright guys, so the scrapple has cooked a little bit more. I don't know if you can see it from over here. We'll try to get the camera up a little bit closer. And it's nice and crispy on the one side. I've already flipped it. I used a spatula to flip it. Let's see if I can get this back over here. Just a handy dandy spatula. Just use it to flip it. And you want to flip it when the scrapple easily slides around the pan. Don't flip it until then. Again, it'll turn into mush. So once you've flipped it and it's cooked on both sides, go ahead and take it and put it on a paper towel. Now scrapple has a lot of grease in it. So you want to put it on the paper towel so it soaks up some of the grease and you don't get like a greasy sandwich. There we go. And this is the scrapple. That's what it looks like. You can do a number of things with it. My personal favorite, I like to serve it on a bagel. Just like this, you can toast it, put it in the toaster and toast it up. I like to put cream cheese and jalapenos on it. Or you can just eat it like bacon. You can just eat it like a side piece of meat for breakfast. You can eat it with eggs. You can put it on a sandwich. There's a number of things that you can do with scrapple. In conclusion, I hope this video helped you understand how to cook scrapple, and in the future, maybe you'll give it a try.